Hey, what's up and hello? This is the Chris Nicole giving you my views on life, love, and the world of entertainment through my eyes. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on what time you are watching this live. Hello, crew. Hope all is well. Hello, Yuli. Hello, Vanna. Hello, Nene. Hello, Jay. We are about to get into some things. I was about to open up the brown, but I said no, because if I open up the brown, that honey jack is going to be a problem on this live. So I just allowed myself to get the red, and we're going to have a good time tonight. Okay. So, unless you've been under a rock, Diddy's homes were raided in Los Angeles and Miami. Interesting, I'm wondering if he doesn't have a home in New York anymore. I'm trying to figure out why just Los Angeles and Miami, but those were the homes that were hit. And if I can be honest, Sloan Bella said this months ago that something was going to happen in March or April of this year. And damn, she was right. But at the same time, if I can just be real with you guys, I can't say that I'm happy because I don't like to say that I'm happy over people's demise. But I'll say this. Evil people need to be exposed, damn it. And I have questioned for a very long time, why aren't evil people being called out? Why aren't evil people getting their judgment day? Why are they allowed to just pretty much roam this earth and do whatever the hell they want to do? I have been frustrated with a lot of people, including Diddy. We have heard rumors about him for 30 damn years. Why is he allowed to continue to do whatever the hell he wants to do? Oh, but Diddy Doomday is here, it appears. All right. But here's the problem, you guys. I was watching my favorite judge, Judge Joe Brown, before I got on live. And he brought up something interesting. He said, why is Homeland Security there? Because you would think that the F, the B, and the I would be there, not necessarily Homeland Security, unless it's an international thing. But when he said that, I said, damn, is he right? Why wouldn't the FBI be there? Homeland Security was there, but we didn't see no FBI. We saw SWAT, I think, and we saw Homeland Security. And not to mention, they didn't necessarily say if they would actually tell us. They didn't say that they were able to find something. So it's really making me wonder, why was Homeland there versus the FBI? And for those who definitely know the legal side of all of this, by all means, in the chat or in the comments, if you're a replay gang, please let me know. But when he brought that up, he said the crime that they're accusing him of and the agency that was there is not adding up. Did any of you guys notice that? Let me know. And I am going to open up for a panel tonight because I think this can definitely be a good discussion tonight. Okay. But yeah, did you guys wonder why the FBI wasn't there and it was just Homeland Security? And not to mention, Diddy, now it could have been that Diddy was literally going on vacation, but I found it very effed up. Hey, Kimmy, I find it very effed up that his kids was there and he was nowhere to be found. Because we saw a video, or at least I did. I saw a video of him allegedly pacing in Florida at the Miami airport, if I'm not mistaken. He was pacing while his homes in Miami and LA were being raided. I don't know. I don't have two-legged children yet, but if my children, even if they're adults, are literally in a situation where my home is being raided, My thought process is to immediately go and check in on my kids, especially if I'm innocent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think so too. I was really, Jay, I swear, get out of my head, Jay. I swear we think too much alike. Get out of my head. I am so glad you guys who think we think alike, I'm glad y'all found my channel. They claim that he was caught by surprise. He was caught off guard by these raids. In my opinion, that's bullshit. I personally think someone tipped his ass off. I think they did. I think they tipped him off, and that's why, which makes it even more effed up that if you were tipped off, why you didn't put all of them kids on the plane with you? Those are your children. So that, to me, in my opinion, says even more what we're dealing with when it comes to him. Now, they claim that his plane is in Antigua. That don't mean Diddy is there. The plane may have landed there. That don't mean he's there, because I believe Antigua is a place for I think they can extradite him, if I'm not mistaken, in Antigua. Hell, he can be in Bali right now with Russell for all the hell we know. But did y'all, for those, like, when you really think about it, Homeland Security and FBI handle two totally different things. So unless they're telling us it's an international thing, why was Homeland Security there and not the FBI? Now, of course, they had to have enough probable cause to actually get a search warrant, but we don't know if they actually found anything. Now, let's talk about Rod, the producer. Y'all think, because he said he had some footage, y'all think he got footage of what they talking about, which is why they raided his home in the first place? Because what kind of probable cause can you have to do that raid? Now, not just Sloan Bella, but there is a guy by the name of, I believe his name is Reggie Wright, if I'm not mistaken. Look him up, Reggie Wright. He used to be a part of Death Row. And he grew up with Suge Knight, and him and his father at one point were cops, if I'm not mistaken. He said about 4 months ago, that there probably was going to be some type of raid. And he said, mark my words. Now, mind you, he's former LAPD. He one of the PDs out here. And so he said that. So I personally feel like Diddy was aware something was going to go down. I don't necessarily know if they found anything, the things that they wanted to possibly find. If it was there, Diddy done probably burnt them bitches. Whatever was in there, he burnt it, or he hid it, or it's in another country for all we know. I don't think they found anything. I do think, to a certain extent, they're trying to let him know that he can be touched at this point. That's what I think. Now, is this the end of Diddy? Do y'all think it's the end of Diddy? Now, I know one thing, 50 Cent is enjoying this to the point where he literally posted, I think, a milk carton of Jay-Z asking where the hell Jay-Z is, because it seems like everybody is quiet right now. Y'all, we about to get into some things, because I have never seen anything like this with a guy who is supposed to be a music mogul being rated like this. The last time I think this happened, was it the Irv Gotti situation? I want to say this, didn't they raid his office buildings, and I want to say his home, when all of that stuff went down? And while they did beat the feds as far as their case is concerned, we got to be honest here, their career was never the same. Never the same. So, is this the end of Diddy? I don't know. I do know one thing. I want all evil people to be exposed. And I want all evil people, I want there to be a shift in power, in truth. I want there to be a shift. I want good people to be able to have the longevity that evil people have had for decades. That's what the hell I want. Let me see. If feds are involved, they were watching him for a long time. I think finally now the people in his inner circle are talking and cooperating. Yes, apparently several people are cooperating. Because the problem is, if you knew all of this stuff went down, they can probably be charged with things as well. I actually know a couple people who used to work for Diddy, and they're quiet as shit right now. I wonder why. I wonder why. And I'm just low key sitting in the back, like, huh? Are you about to be called in? What do you know? Because to put yourself in a position to work for Diddy, everybody has heard at least one story about Diddy. Even people who may not even be close to the industry have heard stories about Diddy, even if it's his own artist complaining about how he moves and how he does business allegedly. So to put yourself in a position to work for him, I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. I was shocked with homeless care. Right. And I didn't even think about it because I was too busy like, damn, where the popcorn at? Let's get this popping. We're going to have a good conversation. And literally when Judge Joe Brown said that, I said, he got a damn point. And of course he would have a point. Hell, he been a damn judge, an attorney for what, 60 years? But yeah, he said, why wasn't the FBI there? Why wasn't they there? Now, I do know this. Did y'all notice that Justin, Puffy's oldest son, is caught in these allegations and in these court documents a lot? Have y'all noticed that? What the hell is Justin possibly involved in? What up, Brother Lansky? Hey, Wanda. What's up, you guys? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Diddy Doom Day. I think Diddy got to, yes, we just talked about that. Yes. It damn near looked like it, right? His own kids. He about making sure that he take care of himself. Hove is next, 50 trolling, always true. Ain't Jay, you better say it. One thing, it's like I have a love-hate relationship with 50. I would have to say I love Curtis Jackson, but I hate 50 Cent. Because Curtis Jackson, I have heard, is a very nice guy, very sincere guy, very good businessman. But that 50 Cent is a mofo. And that 50 Cent, but at the same time, have we ever known 50 Cent to lie? Has anyone ever called 50 Cent a liar before? I don't think anyone's called him a liar. I don't know. Well, then again, no. I think some of the women in his life have called him liars before, like his first baby mama. But yeah, I think he's ready for people to be taken down also. Computer text can pull up anything in your electronics that could have been deleted or erased. Very true. Very true. But I'm wondering if some of this stuff is like on that old school type of recording equipment, Wanda. I'm wondering that. I wonder. Versus it being on the phone. But interesting enough, they said in the court documents with Rod, he has video. So how in the hell does he have video? And if he has video of the things that he's accusing him of in his court documents, what else does he have? Because one thing I found out, allegedly, that the things that they're discussing in these court documents or whatever, that is usually for the jury. I guess apparently that's not really up in this public discussion. Like those are the things that you have in, I guess, discovery or I guess with the jury. The fact that they're talking about this so early, it makes you wonder what else do they have if that is the case. Again, one thing I probably regret in life is, well, now that I think about it, no, I probably should have went to law school because I should just, the law is very important in my opinion when coming from the hood. I think you need to know the law. I think you need to know the law like the back of your hand. And I feel like if I would have known the law life for family members, and so many other things could have been better if I just would have known the law. Not practice the law, but really know the law. I do regret it sometimes, but the way that I'm hearing that these student loans are, people coming out 400,000, 300,000, hell no. But I've always been fascinated where I think even still to this day, I should maybe learn about the law, the practices and things like that, because it's really making me wonder exactly what do they have where Homeland Security would be there versus the FBI. Like, this is interesting. And it's making me wonder if this is more political than them actually having something on him. I don't know. Maybe I'm going too deep. And y'all let me know. Tell me to get out the rabbit hole if I need to. But something's not right here. I always believe that Diddy is a leech and it's about time to break up his fantasy. Well, this is what happens when you think you're God and you think you can play God. And God will show up and show out and tell you who the real God is. And I think for a very long time, he tried to play God. He got drunk off of his own power, abused it allegedly. And now time's up, as they would say. That time is up. Brother Lansky. He said Homeland Security. I thought, okay, but yeah, they're talking about that. But if I'm not mistaken, wouldn't the FBI be involved in that too? And of course, I can't say it, and you guys don't, spell a lot of that stuff out. Wouldn't the FBI be involved in that? Would it just be Homeland? I hope Quincy is not calling this mess. Rumor has it, as I was doing my research, he may allegedly be the one to drop a dime. They saying he may be cooperating, allegedly, just off of me looking at things. They're saying because you think about it, he's awfully quiet, and he wasn't there with his other brothers. So it was only Justin, and it was only, what is that boy's real name? Christian. I refuse to call him King Combs. I'm not calling him that. Is his real name Christian? But yeah, they were the only two that were there. So interesting. I thought he was going on spring break with his kids. So why were those two boys left behind? Interesting, right? Now, those two boys are adults at this point. The only ones who I think are not adults are the twin girls and the other girls that he has with those other women. But at the same time, it makes you wonder. It really makes you wonder why they were left behind and their father is nowhere to be found. Because, of course, your first thing is supposed to protect your kids. At least that's what real parents do. You protect your kids. But no one has seen him since he was pacing Florida in that airport. And apparently they talking about some mule who actually used to, I guess, play basketball. He apparently got charged in Miami. This whole situation is weird. He allegedly got charged for what in Miami. Look it up. But yet, Diddy hasn't been charged with anything, and Diddy is nowhere to be found. Y'all don't feel like this whole situation is weird? At first, I was just like, well, damn, they about to put him in handcuffs, but he hasn't been charged with anything. They haven't said he's been charged with anything. They haven't said that, they found any proofs. Y'all, I'm going to have to do a panel because I'm just trying to figure out here, is this a situation where they are just trying to spook him to let him know that you don't run shit and we can pull the rug underneath you? Or do they really have something? Because people think it started with Cassie. They want to assume it started with Cassie, but let's be honest here. It really started when he tried to come after that company, the Ciroc company. To me, that's when the domino effect really happened. So I feel like that's when it really happened and everybody started coming out the woodworks. Cassie just kind of tipped off the SA stuff. But to me, things started going downhill when he tried to come after Ciroc. But that's my opinion. What's up, Denise? How are you? How are you? Wow, payback for his mother. Yeah, allegedly they claiming that he is he's telling. Now again, I don't know, that's allegedly, I don't know if that's true, but I was hearing people saying that he's not around for a reason, and if that's the case, then shit, rightfully so, because that's his mama, and if anything suspicious or shady went down with that and it's actually true, of course he's going to defend his mother and his biological father. Let's not forget that Al B. Sure has been having some issues too the moment he started calling people out as well. Allegedly. Let's not forget about that. Russell got some, yeah. Oh, he did? He did get summons? Are you really, Yuli? Because can he do that? Because in Bali, they can't extradite him or anything. So he would. Let me know where you found that at. The mule was called. D. Y'all, asterisk your words, please. Asterisk your words. Asterisk the words. Just look at it before you send it. And then, or I'm not going to be able to actually put it on the screen. But yeah, just make sure you do that. But yes. So apparently he was Diddy's supplier. You are absolutely, that's what they're saying, allegedly. But I find it interesting that he is getting arrested or he is being charged with something and Diddy is nowhere to be found. Like, have they been able to find him at this point? Let me see. I think they want him to snitch, and Russia issued is a link allegedly. I would tell too if I'm not going down for nobody. Yeah, yes, he did on TMZ allegedly. Are you talking about Russell, you guys? Are you talking about Russell allegedly getting summons? Is that what you guys are talking about? Saying yes, you and Vanna and Yuli, are you guys, that's what you guys are talking about? Yes, they okay. So Denise just confirmed. Okay, so that's what you guys are talking about. How is that? See, somebody must have said, somebody in the US probably, I don't know, told Bali, like, look, we'll hook you up with X, Y, and Z, but we need to get this man because he's been out there for how long? How many years has he been? He's been there for at least what, maybe 5 years? How long has Russell been in Bali since those allegations came out and that special came out about him? He's been chilling for a minute over there. And didn't Usher go over there to spend time with him not too long ago? See, I tell you, hey Ruby, what's up? What's up? Hey Aspen. Yeah, you guys. So what we know for sure is apparently the attorney for Rod is not his only client when it comes to Diddy. Okay. There are several apparently out there all ready to lock and load when it comes to their cases. Like, this is a takedown. I think this takedown is worse than Bill Cosby. I really do. But the thing is, do we have proof? I really want Rod, if he has the visuals and the footage, I'm really hoping this goes all the way. I really do. I do not want any more situations where he's paying people and then the NDA is signed and it's shut down. Like, I really want to see this go all the way because it's time for people to be exposed. It's time for people to be exposed. And in this day and age, we need the proof. We need the proof. We need to see it. And you're still going to have idiots out there who are going to see it and still deny it, like R. Kelly. But for those who can see the visuals and understand that it's true once they see the visuals, I think we need to all see the visuals of what the hell is going on at these damn Diddy parties. Because at this point, it's his word against everyone else's. And while a lot of us are believing everyone else, just because we've heard the history of Diddy for so many years, you have a lot of people who are automatically going to take Diddy's side because of the success and because of the followers, that sheep mentality. Let me see. Wait, I'm late. Well, Russell got into the mix. All I did went to work and boom, right. I think that Homeland Security would not go after Diddy, public figure with proof. They have something on him. Yeah, I'm assuming they probably got something, but again, when you're crossing state lines, why wouldn't the FBI be involved? The only way I can see that the FBI is not involved is that if this is truly has become an international issue, maybe. But even in international issues, a lot of the times the FBI is involved. I don't know. I feel like there would be more than one agency involved in this. I really do. But again, I don't know the law like that. So this would be one of those times where you definitely need to hear. But Judge Joe Brown said it. And I understand Judge Joe Brown is in his 70s or 80s, but he's still in his right mind. And he said this is not adding up, that the FBI is not involved in this. And what they're accusing him of, you would think the FBI would be there. And they raided his home. And he said, when you hear raids, someone's getting arrested, or they're literally finding something to be able to take. And, no one has been arrested. You saw people in handcuffs. And of course, for headline purposes, people were saying that his sons were arrested, but they didn't get arrested. They just were handcuffed. And that typically happens in those type of, raid situations where they just want to make sure people are detained so they're not doing anything. But yeah, it does make you wonder. 4 people in the lawsuits and they're cooperate. Yeah, I think a lot of people are. Don't get R. Kelly denying it when he made a song. I admit it, right? Yeah, I mean, everybody saw the freaking tape. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, and it was still people who was defending this man. This is why I say that idol worship, that celebrity worship is sick. Because when you literally had that tape back in the day, that infamous tape that came out in 2002, 2003 or something, and you still have people defending him, it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. But late last night, yeah, I'm telling you, when I tell you 2024 keeps giving. It keeps giving. We are just in the 3rd month of this year. And we got so much stuff going down. It makes no sense. It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary how things have really popped off since this year started. Like, it's kind of creepy at this point. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell can possibly be next. But I feel like a lot of people have known this for years. A lot of people have known this for years. They've been hiding it and hiding it. And honestly, as far as I see it, the ones who are working for Diddy and allowed a lot of this stuff to go down and they was hiding it, they need to be exposed and they need to be prosecuted too. And I don't give a damn if I even know you. You need to get prosecuted too. If you knew this shit was going down and you said nothing, or you didn't even remove yourself from it, shame on you. Everybody need to be exposed at this point. Everyone. Let me see what you guys are saying. Bad boys for life. They need to let that go. Yeah, seriously. Seriously. Year of the Dragon, year of Revelation. This is the year of truth. That's for damn sure. You guys, I dropped the link because definitely we can have a panel discussion about this. Again, just choose your words right, wisely. Say allegedly, because again, a lot of this stuff we don't know for sure. But I will say this. I find it very interesting and weird that Justin, his oldest son, is involved in this a lot. He is in this lawsuit with Rod, and that's scaring me and is making me wonder how involved he is. Because I don't see Quincy in there. I didn't see Quincy. I didn't see the youngest one, Christian, I think is his name. But Justin is in these court documents. And it makes you wonder, because that's his father, but at the same time, he is still a grown-ass man at this point. So what's really going on here? How much is he really involved in this? And not to mention, if I'm not mistaken, the NDA that he had some of his artists sign that can get back their publishing, didn't it say in the NDA, or somebody was claiming that in the NDA it says that they can't go after him, they can't go after Justin, and they can't go after his mama, allegedly? I think I read that somewhere, but apparently he always involves that they can't go after Justin. And I find that interesting. What is Justin involved in? And maybe that's why Misa was so pissed. Not because of that alleged DUI situation, but that is much deeper than that DUI situation. Misa, you need to come out with a tell-all book, or you need to do an interview, baby. Because if anybody know what's going on, it would be her. Like, do it for Kim. Do it for Cassie. Do it for all the ones that came after you. Or hell, even the ones that we didn't know that were before you. But Misa need to come out with a tell-all book, because this may get really deep. And I feel like Misa, to save her son, yeah, she would probably say something. She probably would. To me, this is crazy, because it makes me wonder, how would it have been if Biggie would have still been alive? You see what I have on my thumbnail, right? Don't think in the afterlife, the Craig Macks, the Biggies, the Kim Porters ain't looking at this situation like, because we clearly have heard the rumors when it comes to Kim. We heard the rumors how he treated Craig Mack, and we had damn sure heard the rumors when it came to Biggie. So he got people currently living and people in the afterlife all accusing him of stuff. Like, it is what it is. So this is why I say, I don't like to relish in people's demise, but when you're dealing with the type of evil that we have constantly heard the rumors regarding Diddy, and I understand that there are rumors, but at a certain point, when you constantly keep hearing different stories throughout the years, and I did an actual live where I gave a timeline. I think Rolling Stones did the timeline of all the things he's been accused of. Is everybody lying on your ass? Is everyone lying on you? It's everyone lying. So it's like, at a certain point, it's time for you to pay up. Like I said, the day of reckoning. I think Misa knows go to, yeah. You think, Ruby? Yeah. She know a lot. She knows a lot. She knows a lot. And this may be the safest time for her to say something. If she's going to say something, this would be the time to say it. This would probably be the time to say it. Baby, let me tell you something. I don't know what her finances look like now, but if she decides to speak up, it wouldn't even be a situation where Diddy would pay her out. She could probably become a multimillionaire just with all of the book sales and the people who just want to interview her. Trust and believe she would be the main one. It wouldn't be J-Lo. It would be Misa. It really would. I wonder if he was involved in anything of this when he was with J-Lo. Well, remember the club incident, Aspen? You talking about the actual thing that they're accusing him of for the raiding part, if that's what you're talking about, the raid. But I mean, that whole situation with the club incident back in the day, that was suspect in itself too. So like, it seems to me that every woman that Diddy has been involved in publicly they've gotten in muddy waters, so to speak, when it comes to Diddy in some kind of way, whether they wanted to or not. It's almost like it's a rite of passage. Like, you can't come into Diddy's world clean, or maybe you come in clean, but you leave out dirty. Child, like, so definitely she knows some stuff too, but I think Misa know it all. I'm wondering if they may raid mom's home. I don't know, but I'll tell you this. Did y'all hear that allegedly that old bodyguard said that Kirk Burrows, which by the way, I heard some stuff about Kirk Burrows. Allegedly, not only did Diddy force him to give up his ownership of Bad Boy, but I heard he did some sick, twisted stuff allegedly with Kirk Burrows to get him out of Bad Boy. But that's a whole nother, that's allegedly. But yeah, Kirk Burrows, I guess, allegedly told, I think his name is Gene, the bodyguard, that Diddy slapped his mama allegedly. And this was when he was in his 20s, when he was super, super young, that he allegedly slapped his mama. So I'm like, if you willing to do that to your own mom, no one is safe. No one is safe. But allegedly, that's what they're saying, that apparently he put his hands on his own mama. Child, y'all saw the Sloan Bella of Kim Porter, child, was freaking, because it's happening now. That's what I said. I said earlier, Sloan Bella, not only did she predict around November he was going to be exposed, she had did like a second part saying around Easter time, March, April time, something else was going to happen. And here it is, literally the week before Easter. Easter is this weekend. Good Friday is this Friday. Something goes down. So yeah, her predictions are on the creepy side for real. Between my son and you, Puff, I'm just gonna talk like I'm on 48 hours. Where are my meal cigarettes? I give you the tea. I also wonder if Farnsworth will ever say anything. I'm sure he witnessed it, have knowledge of something. Yeah, but one, I'm shocked that a man was willing to come out and admit that he was a man. Because I remember when we talked about this a long time ago, I said, you may hear a lot of Jane Does, but they may not be Jane Does. They may be John Does, but they're keeping, if they're male or female, under wraps because, of the allegations. I'm shocked that Rod did come out and he was very honest about it, but I don't think you're going to find a lot of men coming out, especially Farnsworth, who allegedly has a wife and children. I don't think he's ever going to say anything. I don't. Now, he was able to get away, which is a good thing, but I don't think he's ever going to say anything, just because he's going to probably try to protect his family. Now, Rod, on the other hand, I don't think, based on my research, he has any children or anything like that. So, yeah. Oh, okay. Let me give you the info. It's creepy because it's on time, like Sloan said. Okay, Vanna, let me give you the info. Sloan Bella. She is I guess she would call herself a medium or a psychic. She actually allegedly, because I know some people don't believe in this, but she channels energies from people who either come to her or people ask her to channel certain people. Well, almost like not even a year ago, I want to say in the beginning of maybe 2023. So yeah, maybe about a year ago, she actually she claims she channeled Kim Porter, which is Diddy's ex and the mother of his three of his children. And she predicted that around the time November of last year, that something was going to be exposed about Diddy, or December of last year. She said something was going to be exposed. And literally on the date of when she said that things would get exposed, Cassie's lawsuit came out. Okay, about 5 months. Okay, so about 5 months ago, she came out. So this is like, I don't know, maybe summer, spring of last year. She said by November, December, something was going to come out about Diddy, almost to the date of when Kim passed. And when Sloan Bella said that, Cassie came out with her lawsuit on Diddy. Then she did a second part series on Kim Porter and said that this was not over. And she said around Easter time, March or April of this year, something else was going to come out about Diddy. And here it is, yesterday, literally March 25th, his homes were raided. So that's Sloan Bella. Definitely go check out her page. Again, some people don't believe in it, but I find it interesting that to the date almost when she says something's going to be exposed, it happens. So yeah, yeah, it's kind of creepy, Vanna. So brace yourself. And she's channeled several different people, but she's all about exposing the industry to a certain extent. I would say, Yuli, would you say for the most part her channel is about exposing the industry? She seems to be one of those people who's all about exposing the industry and exposing how fake it is. She just literally did an actual video on the Quiet on the Set documentary that we reviewed, and she talked about, you know, the rituals and all of that stuff in the industry. So she's all about exposing the industry. So yeah, she definitely is very powerful with her stuff. Okay, so Yuli is coming up again. Yuli, watch what you say, girl, because I know that Libra in you, honey. Hold on. Yeah, you
I
laughing
will.
because you already know. Okay. All right, my Bronx sister. What you got to say?
Nah, nah. But yeah, she's definitely a meeting. Dude, she's very creepy though, because there's been
She's
things that I was
freakish.
watching on her podcast and I'm like, oh my God, I do believe that happened though. Like, but her thing is like really about like psychic. She does like get energies and stuff like that. I believe it. I believe in anything spiritual. Hey, God made us for a reason. Anyways,
Girl,
um,
she be spooking me out though. So we
yeah.
gonna see because she predicted stuff about Jay-Z too. She did a Jay-Z video and
Yes.
say
She
stuff.
gave
So
him
we
a
gonna
date
see.
and everything for Jay-Z. Like she gave
Yeah,
us the date and everything. She said when his marriage is gonna crumble and
all of
all
that.
that. Like
Yeah.
it's creepy because then you're starting to see like the headlines of between him and his wife, and
Mm-hmm.
you'd be like, damn, it is kind of on point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah, girl. So what I mean, so let's talk about this. First things first. Like I said, Judge Joe Brown said, why wasn't the FBI there based on what they're accusing him of? It was just Homeland Security. What are your thoughts on that? Do you feel like that's strange that it was only because there have been cases before where you see multiple federal agencies involved, right? So it's like, why would it just be Homeland Security? What do you think?
I feel like this is a working together type of situation. I'm
Work.
gonna be honest.
Okay.
I feel like the FBI might be behind the scenes, but Homeland Security is involved, that means there's international
That's
shit.
what right. Right.
And that's when my mind started like, hold up, this man does travel a lot. This man does have a tendency for these type of situations that he's already been exposed for. It could happen because, like he said, he has said it before. He will teach people how not to get caught.
Wait
Why
a minute.
wouldn't he
Did he
get
say
caught?
that?
Yeah, he said it out loud he said it out loud in the interview. Like he will teach his artists how not to get caught up in situations, caught with the police.
Well, we gonna say allegedly on that until you know
Yeah, allegedly. Let's
allegedly.
put it
Yeah,
out
allegedly.
allegedly.
But yeah. Well, I mean, look, this man has had reign in the industry since what the early damn 90s. Some of the
Hmm.
people who probably listen to my page were either barely born or was like literally not even born yet. So this man has been around, and that's why I think there's also a disconnect because when you really think about it, this man tried to shift who he was at a certain point in his career.
Yup.
See, for those who were old enough to remember early Bad Boys Diddy and the things that we heard and the Jada Kiss interview that we heard with, what I'm saying, on Hot 97 and all of those things, and then what they were accusing him of. A lot of this generation don't know that story. So they see him as brother love and all of this positive energy and love, and they don't know the stories that we've heard about Diddy and allegedly what he did back in the day. Even Wendy Williams exposing him to
Oh
where he
yeah.
got Wendy Williams allegedly fired and
Hmm.
she had to go to Philadelphia. So, like, literally, we have heard these stories. So, for us, it's kind of like, okay, well, it's your time. It's finally your time. Out of all the people that you allegedly screwed over, it's your time. But I think we have so many people in this new generation that just they don't get it. And I'm seeing people like, oh, they hating on him. And this is another thing too. I'm hearing why this always happen to the black man. Why this happened to the black man and why this don't happen to, you know what I'm saying, those who don't look like us.
They have. They
But
have.
thank you.
That's where
Thank
the Me Too moment comes from. Because what do you think happened to that girls from Charm? That lady that was in Charm. That was part of the whole Me Too movement. What is it? Harvey Weinstein, whatever his name is.
Harvey
All
Weinstein, Jeff Epstein,
Yeah, like
like
all of these men are grown white men. They began the grooming process. It just moved up to a different standard. Which I'm gonna be honest with you, will also be we will also be also seeing this happen in the Spanish community later on. Because this is like a revelation. This is just opening up the doors for more and more and more and more and more to
well,
come
my
out.
whole thing is sick people don't have a color. If you're sick,
Mm-hmm.
you're
Damn
sick.
right.
You see what I'm saying? Like if you're sick, you're
Mm-hmm.
sick. So it's like even with just what we watch Quiet on the Set, it was only one guy who was black. Everybody else wasn't black. So I'm tired of this. Like, here's the thing. I feel like there are there are reasons when we need to play the race card because we clearly live in a racist society, but everything ain't the damn race card. And I don't give a shit if Diddy is black. I don't care who's like. If you are doing what you're doing, you need to be exposed, especially when most of Diddy's alleged victims look like him.
Yep.
That's treason in itself.
And that he gets them young.
You screwing your own people. So it's
And he
just,
gets them young.
you know what I mean? So it's like, to me, sick don't have color. Sick don't have color. Sick don't have age. If you're sick, you're sick. And that's why I say all evil needs to be exposed. I don't care who you are. It needs to be exposed. So as
Yep.
far as I see it, if this is time, and I said Dumb Dumb Diddy, I don't know if you all remember the guy back in the day, Dumb Dumb Diddy. He was literally saying Dumb Dumb Diddy, but when you think about it, like it literally sounds like he's saying you dumb dumb Diddy. That's what it sounds like. So that's why I say he's a dumbass, because at the end of the day, he let power truly take
Mm-hmm.
control of him where he truly thought he was untouchable. And that's
Damn
another
right.
thing too. Everybody can be touched, but especially when you are already someone that you know, especially this country always finds any reason to attack someone black. If you know that, and we know that through history, then you need to walk a fine line and make sure that you're as clean as possible, because they can throw
Very
stuff
much so.
on you. They can throw stuff on you even when it's not true. But then when you are willing to do the things that you're doing allegedly and doing it on purpose, then
No, then
it's,
then it's just a style. Then it's just a style, a
you said,
trend,
"Yeah,
something
just
that
as
you're gonna get
time,
over.
right?"
Like no.
Yeah. It's just this time. And I'm like, I'm so sick of this race card bullshit. It when it needs that, because the problem is if we keep playing the race card in every situation, people talking about the race card with Fonny, they talking about the race card with Diddy, when it's actually a reason that we have to say it's because of race, people are gonna be saying people are crying wolf because
Hmm.
they're going to be looking at these other situations. This has nothing to do with Diddy's race. This has everything to do with he's sick. And as far as I see it, everybody else who's sick needs to be exposed. Now, the reality is we have not seen the stuff that he's being accused of, but we have seen him be on an ego trip. We have damn sure seen him be on an ego trip. We've seen him do that with making a band and several other situations where we've seen him be on an ego trip. He doesn't come off as a humble man at all, in my opinion. So, arrogance let's just say if he was only just a cute, like, let's just say if it was only arrogance. Arrogance, you're going to find people who are going to try to humble you real quick also. So, look, he may have people coming after him to tell him that he needs to humble himself. But after all the years of him allegedly doing this F shit that he's been doing to people, taking people's livelihoods, people who were amazing artists can't even afford to pay their bills. Craig Mack allegedly passed sick. You have Black Rob. You have so many people who have been allegedly screwed over by this man. Look, it is what it is at this point. It is what the hell it is. Yeah, the Cheesecake Walk. Hell, what's his name? What was the name of the guy from Miami that was from Making the Band? Was it Frank? Frankie? I forgot what his name is. But he definitely talked about that. And he talked about how, you know what I'm saying, Diddy got all of this money from Making the Band. And I don't think he said they even saw like $100,000 each. Maybe they split $100,000. But he said compared to what Diddy got, it was really low what they got. Like it wasn't life-changing at all, even though they had like 1 or 2 seasons under their belt. Thank God Mace got away from this dude. Yeah. And I don't think he necessarily got away unscathed either. There's certain things that I feel like people are going to keep buried in their hearts and their minds, and they're not going to be honest about things that happen to them, because it seems like based on what we are hearing, Diddy got his rocks off by degrading men especially and making them feel less than a man. So there's probably going to be stories that we're never going to hear. Yes, the Cheesecake Walk, walking across the Brooklyn Bridge to go get some cheesecake, and then they dropped the damn cheesecake. Y'all remember that? They dropped it because I like some different genres, so I know some. Where are you talking about, Van? I'm sorry. Let me go up. Let me go up and see what you were saying. And hit the like button on the way in. Hit the like button. Girl, I'm a rocker by heart, but of course, know the drama with Diddy, and now it's exploding even on rock stations. Oh, okay. You say you're a rocker at heart. I like old school rock, but I'm an old school spirit girl anyways. I rather deal with old school R&B, old school hip hop. The music was just better. It also happened on anniversary of Biggie's Oh, wait a minute. Yesterday, that was the day, Jay. Jay, are you like some type of hip hop? Like, like you are like walking wisdom when it comes to the hip hop world. You definitely need to come up here one day on the panel because I just want to hear what you got to say. And feel free to click the link if you do want to come up here and talk. Let me see. That one who had fight with one of them. Yeah, didn't Maze had to remaster his music? A lot of them remaster their music. I want to say even Taylor Swift did, Ashanti did. A lot of them will remaster their especially their big albums so they can get more profit from their album. It's a dirty game. It's a dirty game. I always said Day 26 and Danny Kane should have made out better. They were among the first reality shows. They were. But those shows, in my opinion, weren't about the group. It was about Diddy. That's what it was about. And honestly, it's always been about Diddy. It's always been about Diddy. He's always been, like Suge Knight said, all up in the videos. All up, remember that? Come to Death Row, all up in the videos. All up, you know what I'm saying, in the mix. Diddy wanted to be the star. But he didn't have the talent to be the star. So he got talent just so he can be the sidekick, in my opinion. But Diddy wasn't the talented one. He knew how to find talent and produce it by taking people's old school music and kind of putting a spin on it. But at the end of the day, Diddy wasn't the talented one. Like, in my opinion, I've never seen him. In my opinion, he wasn't a good rapper. He's not a good actor. Diddy was able to find talent on branding himself. His talent is knowing how to brand himself. But is he, in my opinion, that talented? Individually, him, I don't think he's talented. He knows how to find talent and knows how to maximize off of using that talent, in my opinion. Yes. Yes, he wanted to take 50 shopping. And he said, "What the F did you just say to me?" I remember when 50 said that, I was laughing. He was like, "I'm gonna take you shopping." And 50 was like, What you just say to me? Take me shopping. What did you just say? 50 been exposing him for a very long time. And he been exposing Jay-Z too. 50 don't care. One thing I will say, he's very fearless when it comes to that. You got to respect the man who can still make his money like he's making his money and still be fearless and speak his truth on how he feels about people in this industry. You got to definitely respect that for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely old school, Vanna. For sure, yes. Jay, I'm gonna put the link down. Jay, I'm about to say I'm putting the link down here. If you want to come up here, by all means, because you definitely your mind is like mine. You definitely be thinking. You a thinker. Diddy took the hype of Biggie to make himself a star. Exactly. Exactly. When you really think about it, people started looking at Diddy as an artist when he did his song "I'll Be Missing You" when it came to Biggie. That was a hot song because, of course, everybody was missing Biggie and it had Faith Evans. And then all of a sudden, people started looking at him like he's a star. Like everyone started doing that. Diddy to me is like Flavor Flav. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but again, some people may say he's talented. I just never saw him as this uber talented guy. You know what I mean? Like he like you, yeah, exactly. A hype man, a hype man. Exactly. I always wonder why artists still signed to him, because who from the 90s, early 2000s, he didn't screw and hold up their career. They were starving, but every table ain't meant to eat at. But again, like I've said time and time again, people can smell desperation on people, and the opportunity to feel like they can get any type of attention or fame off of their talent. People are willing to take the risk, especially if it's on television, because I guess in their mind they're like, okay, even if it doesn't happen with Diddy, at least I've been on TV where someone else may want to give me an opportunity. Yeah, allegedly. Up. Do we have Jay coming up here? What's up,
Yo,
Jay?
what's up? What's up? First time on the channel.
I
But
know. How are
yeah,
you now? I know that you
I'm
raw.
good. I'm good.
You raw like 50. So just make sure you kind of watch your words. But I definitely want to hear what
Uh,
you got to say about this. So what you got to say, brother?
all right. So basically, so what's the talk? We're just talking about Diddy, right?
We're talking about Diddy,
Okay.
Doomsday, or also, like I said, the fact that it was just Homeland Security, not the FBI.
Okay.
Do you feel they actually have something on him where he's going to be taken down and in handcuffs, or is this just a
Mhm.
pull from underneath the rug to say
What
that you can get touched at any time type of thing?
what I think is that, like, because if they look through phone, because if they got like, because they got phone records, right?
Uh
If they
huh.
look through the phone records, like the laptops, and they got, because even if you delete something, right, on like computers and all that, they can still, they'll
Find it
still,
and get it.
yeah, they can still find it, right? So what I think is gonna happen is that, like, they gonna try to, like, see, like, they're gonna see everything, and they're gonna just, like it's just gonna, like, and then it might expose other artists too. Like, they might see, oh, who was he in contact with last? Or what were they doing? And there's like videos out there too. And you already see how, like, the other artists from Philly, he got exposed and stuff like that. So there's some stuff going on too. So if he's in this thing, then yeah, that's not good. And they have proof. Yeah,
But if phone, okay, so phone records, laptops,
yeah.
if they can't find the laptop though, they
Hmm.
can't get it. But my thing is, if they actually are able to pull everything that was deleted, how far can they go back? Can they go back years? Is it just only a couple of years? I'm wondering how much that technology can take it back, like, maybe 10 years ago, or whatever the case may be. Because You know, with our phones, we can get a new phone, but transfer everything from the old phone to the new phone.
Yeah, because
So go ahead.
I don't know. That's the thing. Like they just have a way of like finding things. I don't because like my because if they go through the phone records, like it can implicate like other artists too. That's why I think like to me like the other artists should be scared like because like they don't know like what
Or
they can
other
find in there.
employees.
Yeah,
Or
other
other
employees.
employees.
It could be
Yeah.
rappers because like allegedly, I'm saying allegedly, like allegedly he was doing stuff with like rappers, actors, like anything. It could be like even like basketball players too.
Yeah. So in other words, you saying it could be a whole takedown of everybody who was involved up, and
Yeah.
it could be
Mhm.
pastors.
Yeah, pastors too.
Bishops. Y'all
And
already know where I'm going with
remember
that.
remember weeks ago there was news about the rapper from Philly. You already know his name from Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and also, have you ever been swallowed? We know
Yep.
who that is too.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be a whole takedown. Now, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You notice Justin's name, his son is being dragged in this. Have you
Oh,
heard about that?
oh yeah. He was that he's definitely involved. Like in the he's in
Allegedly.
the.
We'll say allegedly.
Yeah. Alleged. My bad. My bad.
No, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. He was allegedly was involved because like he's in the. Remember the guy Lil Rod.
Yes, that's the one that
Remember
we're
the
talking about.
remember the paperwork.
It has
Like
Justin in it.
yeah, it had just and then they were exposing everything that like was going on and stuff. It was like 30, I think it was like 30 something pages or something. It was
Right.
like
A
it had
lot. And
like
apparently he has video
yeah.
or footage or something like that.
Apparently and I'm saying yeah, allegedly he was like helping his father like transport like he was trafficking and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh. So
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you
Yeah.
let me tell you something. If he okay, so let me ask you this before I say what I'm about to say.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this is officially going to take Diddy down, or is this a scare tactic to let him know to stay in line? What do you think it is?
I think they're trying to. This is just my opinion. I think they're trying to get rid of him.
They're trying to get rid of him. So you think
Yeah.
this is it? This is Diddy Doomsday. He's not coming back from this.
Even 50 said like Diddy's done. And I ain't gonna lie, 50 be trolling, but he's always right somehow. Like
No one's ever called him a liar when it comes to this stuff.
yeah,
You notice that no one's ever called him a liar.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
I think this is over for Diddy. I think they're trying. I think he pissed someone off. I think he got in over his head, and then now they're trying to like they're trying to replace him. Like they're trying to like get rid of him.
Replace
And
him with who though? Who would be next in line?
I don't know who, but I don't know. Like I don't know. They're trying to get. I think they're trying to get rid of the like because after they're done with him, they're going to the next one, and and y'all probably know who it is.
Yeah, we all know who that is.
Yeah.
They've been saying that, and Sloan Bella just did an actual video on him too.
Mhm.
And that's all allegedly. I guess when
So
you really think about it, these people only have a reign of control for so long.
mhm.
When you really think about it, when you think about people who have been caught up, they get 20, 30 years max, and then after that, it's kind of like they're done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even with the Quiet on the Set documentary, I think you were here for the Quiet on the Set
Oh
documentary.
yeah, I was. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
like,
seen.
huh?
Oh no! Now I was saying like I didn't finish. I only saw like a little bit of it, but I didn't like it was too much. I was like, yo, I'll get to that
Yeah,
later.
it traumatized you probably. Yeah,
Yeah,
because you probably
yeah,
grew up on Nickelodeon like the rest of us did. But like
yeah.
I
I did
feel
too.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, like even with Dan Snyder, he
Mm-hmm.
was able to do what he did for like 20 years, and then after
Mm-hmm.
that, it was a done deal. And when
That's
he failed,
crazy.
he failed. You know what I mean? So it almost seems like they only get 20, 30 years max. And then after that, it's like when they fall. And they fall to the pits of hell almost. the lowest that they can get on earth, at least. So, but it does make you wonder, why is it just Homeland Security? They have to have something on him to give probable cause to raid. But did they find anything in that raid? I guess my whole thing is, the only way we're gonna know is if Diddy is in handcuffs eventually. He hasn't been arrested yet.
Because the fact that they raid your house, that means they got a case. Like they got, yeah.
But why isn't he arrested yet? They haven't even said there's any charges on him, though.
Yeah, because I think right now I don't because I see a bunch of reports saying like he might be out of town, the U.S. I don't even know. Like they're saying he might be in Miami or.
Well, he was in Miami. There was a video of him in Miami pacing back and forth.
Yeah.
But then the next thing you know, and then apparently his quote unquote mule got arrested for substances. Yeah. And then after that, he kind of disappeared. They said his private jet was in Antigua. That doesn't mean he was in Antigua, but I don't think anyone has seen him since the raids and him pacing the airport back and forth in Miami. So where the hell is Diddy?
Yeah, and speaking of his mule, he gonna snitch.
I think it's a couple people snitching.
Yeah,
a couple people snitching on Diddy.
He's gonna be the first snitch.
A couple people. Yeah. Apparently, they said somebody said his chief of staff is allegedly snitching. Someone even said Quincy, his adopted son and the first son of Kim Porter, is apparently talking. Who knows who's talking at this point?
Because that. To me, that makes sense because I'm like Quincy, like that's not you got a father, like he's still alive.
Exactly.
So why you still with like that's weird to me, but
well, I think Diddy came into his life when he was really young, and there's nothing wrong with having a biological father and another father figure. I mean, when you look at Rev Run, when you look at Run from Run DMC, the woman Justine that he did Run's house with, those are not his oldest children's mother, but they still called her mom. They still saw her as a mom, and they had their biological mom and her as a mom. I don't see anything wrong with that. However, considering now that we are hearing that allegedly he has done a lot of things to Kim Porter, and apparently how he is very suspect what happened to Kim, I don't necessarily see how Quincy could still be constantly around him hearing this stuff.
Yeah.
But I would kind of be looking side eye and wondering who this man that I've known most of my life, who he really is, especially when his own biological father got sick too under suspicious circumstances. So, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if he, is taking his mom's side. He should. That's his blood. That's his mom. So he should take his side. But I guess for me, it will become real. It's starting to tumble. The dominoes are falling. But to me, it's going to become very real when if we see Diddy in handcuffs. If he is in handcuffs, because to me, that was the moment with the Bill Cosby. When Bill Cosby was in handcuffs, I was like, oh my, Bill Cosby's in handcuffs. But Diddy?
Yeah, I think he got tipped off about to
me, in my opinion, I would have to agree with you on that. Of course, we don't know if it's true or not, but in my opinion, someone let him know that he needs to get up out of there, which I find interesting, though, that. And then another thing, where are the twins? Where are the girls at?
I don't know. Like,
he's the only parent left, and they're, I believe, still underage. I don't think they're 18 yet. Are they 18?
No, I don't think they are.
Someone look that up and see how old the twins are. I know the other girl who's around the twins' age, she still has her mom, and the baby still has her mom. But those twins, y'all let me know how old those twins are, because where the heck were they? We clearly saw Justin, and I think his real name is Christian. We saw them get handcuffed yesterday, but where are the girls?
I think they're around I think they're around 16 or something, 16, 17.
17, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they just hit 18 and we don't realize it, but I want to say they just not too long ago turned 16 or something. Didn't they just have like a 16th birthday party or something? So it wasn't that long ago. But then again, I don't know, time flies. So they could be 18, but we have not seen them. We have not seen them. So I'm wondering at this point. They allegedly said that it was Kim K that told him allegedly. Kim K told who allegedly who?
Kim K.
Kim K. Bill Cosby is not a nice person. I've heard that. One thing I will say though about Bill Cosby, them kids that was on Bill Cosby's show, they didn't end up like a lot of these other Hollywood kids. I'll say that. I will definitely say that. They came out probably as normal as any Hollywood star could come out normal. I heard the twins live with one of Kim's friends. Oh, interesting.
Man, and I'm gonna just say this: Cal Williams was right, man.
Yes.
Cal Williams, like he's the GOAT.
Yeah, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not just the GOAT in stand-up comedy, but the GOAT in telling truth. I think people have, real people, because some people like to continue to have the wool over their eyes. They just refuse to see the truth. But people who have been wanting things to be exposed and wanted to hear the truth, Cat Williams took that and took it to another level. Everything he said, I can still listen to Cat Williams' interview and learn something new. Or a gem that he said that I'm like, dang, I didn't even hear when he said that. But he said all of this stuff in his interview, and he made sure that he said it's either God's side or the other side, and if anybody got an issue with what I'm saying, then you already know what side they on. So literally he exposed it all. He kicked off 2024. I wouldn't be shocked if pretty much he got a message from God and God said expose them all. Just say it. Just say it. Now, you know who would be the next person we need a real good interview with? Y'all ready for this? And I think even you said it one time, Jay, and someone else said it. The next person who need to have a 3-hour interview to really talk about stuff, 50 Cent.
Yep.
50 Cent is the next person. I'm telling you, 50 Cent, if he come out, whether it's Club Shay Shay or another interview or whatever the case may be, if he sit down and he start to talk, give him 3 hours, that's going to be another interview that is going to wreck shop. Trust me.
Another person too is Uncle Murda.
Smurda. Don't say that.
Uncle. My bad. Uncle
Smurda. Right,
Uncle Smurda. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but 50 Curtis Jackson has more of the social media setting, and he definitely is more popular as far as that versus Uncle him. So I think 50 Cent, if he actually decided to sit down and have an interview and talk about the industry and talk about certain people, because he's fearless like that, just like Cat Williams, he's fearless. And both of them, to me, this is an example of how everyone who's listening, crew or people listening, it can be done. You can still be successful in this industry and not sell your soul. Look at Cat Williams. Look at 50 Cent. Now, 50 Cent ain't perfect, and neither is Cat Williams, but one thing about it is they live fearless, and they live fearlessly, and they're unapologetic about how they feel, and yet they are still making their millions. So understand that you can still make it in the industry and not compromise yourself and literally have to screw people over and sell your soul. Because one thing about Cat Williams, you've never heard anybody saying that Cat Williams has screwed people over, and I really haven't even heard that people in 50 Cent camp have said that 50 Cent has screwed them over. Both of them have been very solid with their people in their circle from what I'm hearing. Now, like I said, they don't have perfect records. 50 has definitely said some things about Black women that have made me be like, okay, 50. But like literally when it comes to business, I've only heard solid things about them. So they're true examples of how you can make it and not go the Diddy way, so to speak. So, but no, definitely we're gonna have to just keep an eye on this. When I tell you the WTF weeklies, it's almost like I have to not do them sometimes because it's something coming out every single week. We have not had a break since 2024 began as far as the drama that's being exposed. But
Yeah.
at this point, if they have something on him, it's time for the handcuffs. And if they have something on him, I want little Rod, to take it all the way. Because if you take it all the way, the discovery part has to come in the legal part. And then with the discovery part, those videos that you claim you have to be exposed.
Yeah.
Witnesses have to come out. See, I'm tired of people too. I understand what's the girl from, is it Audrey Day, who was from Danity Kane? I forgot what her name, Aubrey or something. I understood when she was saying that, about Cassie taking her money. Now, the reality is we can't tell people how, if she feels like the only way that her pain can be resolved is to pay for her pain, that is Cassie's prerogative. But I do understand what she was saying, that somebody has to take it all the way. Someone has to get to the point where they're saying, you're going to pay me, but at the same time, I'm going to expose you until you are done. And I think that's what we are missing. We're missing someone who's willing to take it all the way. But apparently, Little Rod, apparently his attorney has several clients that are going against Diddy, not just Little Rod. So this is going to be quite interesting, because I don't think Diddy, as much as they try to claim Diddy is a billionaire, I don't think he got that much money to pay people off like that. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't. He's going to have to eventually take something to court. And at a certain point, something's going to be exposed. It's not just going to be hearsay. We're going to see something. But go ahead, Jay.
Because we all knew it once he paid Cassie, like a whole, like, everything just started coming out. Like, everyone's like, oh, I want this, I want that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But remember, and I think you even said this, Jay, or someone else said it, when he started coming after Ciroc.
Yeah, I said that. That's
when shit hit the fan.
Yeah.
When you really think about it, that's when that should even tell you, Diddy may have had certain power, but there are always going to be people more powerful than him. There's always going to be people. There's hierarchy. So to me, in that situation, when he tried to come after Ciroc, in my opinion, that's when things really started to trickle down, and Diddy's reign slowly but surely was being like taken away. Because once he went there against that corporation, it just seemed like things started to shift for him. And it was just a nasty situation that was just a big drop. But
and people are I hope people like don't forget about it, but remember the Tupac stuff.
Yeah. Now, but the problem is here's the problem, because I'm from California, so we know this story and this stuff like the back of our hands. But the problem is, Keefe D can say all day long what happened. Is there proof though?
Yeah.
I'm going to assume they're going to have some type of proof that Diddy was involved in some kind of way versus just what Keefe D is saying. They're going to have some type of proof. But it does seem like all of this stuff within the past year or two has been coming out about Diddy, and we've always heard stuff about Diddy, but things about Diddy that are sticking to him.
Yeah.
Not just a quick, cover up, but like sticking to him.
And then yesterday was the anniversary when the raid happened. It was the anniversary of Biggie's.
You said that the documentary. You said the documentary. Isn't that crazy? And I know sometimes that people be like, that's just a coincidence, but isn't that crazy? And and you know what? Now that I think about it, you guys remember there was a time, I don't know how old you are, Jay, but remember 23. When people kept saying, okay, oh my gosh, you are so wise for your age. You said you're 23?
Yeah.
Look at you. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So you guys remember at one point they were saying that it's weird that all of these celebrities were either passing or things were happening to them on the 25th. of
Mm-hmm.
a like month. Like I think
March,
Left
yeah.
Eye, it was on the 25th. Michael Jackson, it was
Oh,
on the 25th. What was yesterday, y'all? March
the
25th.
yeah, March 25th. And Diddy's house gets raided, and it was the anniversary of Biggie's album, second album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did y'all just remember that? Remember that big
Mm-hmm.
thing? How they was saying the 25. It was Lisa, Michael Jackson, and some other people. They were connecting to
Mm-hmm.
25, and all of this yesterday happened on the 25th. Y'all don't find that strange?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't find so? Yeah, this
Yeah.
is quite interesting, you guys.
Well,
This is
that's interesting because I just looked up when Jackson passed, and it says June
June
25th.
25th.
Yeah,
Look up Lisa Left Eye Lopez. I want to say it
Lisa
was the 25th for her too.
Lisa Left Eye.
Yeah. When was hers?
Oh, April 25th.
And look up Aaliyah. When was
Oh,
hers? Think hers was August 25th.
damn, that's crazy. When she died, August 25th. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So people kept saying at one
Mm-hmm.
point 25, 25, 25. And I just find it
Mm-hmm.
interesting that yesterday was a 25 day, 25th.
Mm-hmm.
That's
They're
crazy.
strategic with it too. Because I don't know if you know, but like there's gematria stuff. Yeah,
Who?
gematria.
What? Okay, wait. Okay, look. I'm like, what you look?
No,
I'm
like
like,
there's this thing there's this thing people do called gematria. Like they do stuff by the numbers and stuff like that. If I don't know if you
oh, okay. Like
y-
you talking
y-
about numerology, I guess.
yeah,
What you saying?
numerology, yeah,
Got it.
numerology, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I don't think I've ever heard it say that, but I've heard
yeah,
numerology and stuff. Yeah, some people believe in that, and they
yeah.
will break stuff down like that with numbers and stuff. But I remember it was a big deal for years that they was like, why is
Mhm,
things happening on the 25th? Why is this
mhm.
happening on the 25th? And I just realized I had to look, and I said, wait a minute, yesterday was the 25th. It
Yeah.
was. It
Mhm.
really was. So it's interesting, you guys. I mean,
Um,
some people don't believe in conspiracy, some people do. What I do know is that it just seems like everything happens for a reason.
yeah, so
Everything happens for a reason. So we're gonna have to sit back and see what's gonna happen. So
yeah.
Jay, what do you think is gonna happen next? And then I'll let you go. What do you think is gonna happen next?
Uh, what's gonna happen next? I think by the end of 2024, I believe that he's gonna get locked up and yeah, man. I think they going I hate to say it, but they might get rid of him.
Wow. So
Yeah,
you th-
he's gonna
you think he may be a R. Kelly and actually be in prison?
he, he might be R. Kelly, or he might be like R. Kelly, or he might be an industry like you know
Like he
like
just
in
completely just
like
he's
they
no
might
more.
he might be an industry like sacrifice. Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, you
Mhm.
went there.
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's
you
what I
well,
think.
well some
Yeah.
people have been saying that if he has to do jail time, they don't think he's gonna make it.
Yeah.
They're saying that Diddy does not seem like the
Cause
type that it will fit doing jail time. But at the same time,
mhm,
people said that about R. Kelly too. But R. Kelly is
mhm,
allegedly still around. I mean, we haven't
yeah.
seen him or actually heard from him, but
Mhm,
apparently he's surviving. And I think he in Cook County. I don't know where he is. He's
yeah.
somewhere around there in
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah.
But yeah, but people are
Cause
saying
you
he
you
has to
know
go.
you know why I think that
Why?
so others people's secrets won't come out because they're still needed.
Oh.
They still need them.
Oh, you guys.
Because because
Okay.
if because you know what could happen? He could snitch. Diddy could snitch on that, and then it can open like a whole can of worms. So so like Kim said in the comments, he might be like Epstein.
Wow,
Yeah.
but you know what, Jay? I'll tell you this much.
Hmm.
Every time that you speak something or you type something in the chat,
Hmm.
it's almost like you speak truth to power. So things do be
Hmm.
like you be saying stuff, and I'll be like, dang, Jay said that,
Yeah,
even if it's
you
about
could.
scripted television or whatever the case may be. So y'all heard it from Jay. Look, at the end of the day, we will have to see what's going to happen in this Diddy situation. But
Mhm.
man, with Sloan, Bella, and so many other things happening, it's like almost on the date.
Yeah,
Exactly, that we are hearing that something else is going on with Diddy.
yeah.
So I, at this point, and then I wonder again, what's going to happen with his son Justin? I need Misa, his baby mama, to come out and say something. I really
Mhm.
do. I need for her to say something. If you want to know for sure who can probably put, you know what I'm saying, everything and shut Diddy down completely, it would be Misa.
Mhm.
It would be Misa. She probably got so much stuff on him.
Yeah.
Like so much stuff on him. And if it comes between her son and Diddy, you know who she choosing.
Mhm.
You know that if they're trying to say that allegedly Justin is involved, like they're trying to claim in these court documents, if it goes down where it is between Justin and Diddy, Misa's gonna choose her son. And I
Yeah.
wouldn't be shocked if Diddy chooses Diddy.
Yep.
Okay. I look at the end of the day, I'm sorry,
Mhm.
but Diddy gives me the vibes that he gonna make sure that he looks out for him even before he
Yeah.
look out for them kids.
But
That's just the vibes that he gives.
yeah, no matter where he is, like they gonna find him. Like he's a public figure. Like they're gonna
Well,
find
yeah.
you.
I didn't know that they sat up there and summons Russell
Yeah.
Simmons in Bali. So I'm like, if they willing to go all
Mhm.
the way over there to get him after what several years of him being over there, yeah,
Mhm.
Diddy ain't gonna be able to hide. Diddy can't hide. Diddy can't hide in Africa.
Mhm.
He can't hide in any
Yeah.
country in Africa. He gonna be able. He wanted that fame. That's the thing with that fame. Now you're recognizable everywhere. So
Yeah.
wherever he is,
Mhm.
I look, I'm just curious. I'm seeing what the next couple of months are going to like,
Yeah.
what's going to happen in the next couple of months.
Because they know you everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what you wanted. You wanted that type
Yeah.
of fame. So you got it
Mhm.
now. You got it now. So
Mhm.
up. I don't know if that word is something that we can use. I'm gonna just put it up here. Didn't
Mhm.
Sloan say that Diddy was being for someone higher
Yeah.
up? She did say that. I remember her saying that it to make sure that that person didn't get caught up, that they would choose Diddy for him to know. Don't worry about it, Kimmy. I just YouTube can be fickle
Yeah.
about certain words. So
Yeah.
I'm not even looking
Yeah.
at you. They can be
Yeah.
fickle about certain words, but she did say that the higher up wouldn't take the fall, Diddy would.
Yeah. So that's what I was saying. I was saying he could be the industry, they
Oh
could.
yeah.
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 Mhm.
I mean, you may
Yeah.
have a point. Do you think the twins
Mhm.
are staying with Kimura? Apparently, Kimura got that's another one too that could
Mm.
really spill the beans.
Mm.
That's another one too. Kimura been around just as long as Misa and all of them. She was a model before she even got with Russell Simmons. She was around that whole crew. That's another
Mhm.
one. That is another one. So yeah, I don't believe Diddy is the
'Cause
highest of this chain. Oh, he's not.
uh,
He's not. But at the end of the day, like all of them have bosses.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's why I say when you know that you don't have the complexion for protection, you
Mhm.
should know that anything that you do could eventually come back to you. But they get so drunk off of that power.
Mhm.
And you know what I'm saying? Things like that. They don't think, and then they think they're never gonna get caught. And then the next thing you know, here
Yeah.
we are. Here we
Mhm.
are. So okay, so they're saying the twins are like 16, 17. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're not even legal yet. So where are they? Where
Mhm.
are they? Yeah, okay. So y'all do remember the 25 thing, 25, 25. Yeah, I remember that. And all of this went down on the 25th. And on the same day of Biggie's album / documentary. Yeah, that's interesting in itself. I just seen Tubi documentary of Lisa and Big.
Mhm.
It's a blogger called. Oh, okay. I don't
You
know who
you think
that is.
you think 50 might do that documentary? He keeps smashing.
I wouldn't look. 50 is petty. He's a
Yeah.
cancer man. That cancer men, when they
Yeah.
ready to be petty, they will be petty. I don't
Yeah.
put it past him. I don't put it past him that he would.
Mhm.
I mean, what does he have to lose? Like at the end of the day, like
Mhm.
he's never liked Diddy in the first place.
Yeah.
You
Oh yeah.
know?
They have history. Like
Yeah.
because people think like 50 don't beef with anyone for no reason. Like you gotta do the history to find out why.
Which makes you
Yeah.
wonder why
Yeah.
he was so adamant about going at the Irv and Ja Rule to the
Hmm.
point where he wanted them destroyed, in my opinion. Now it really makes
Hmm.
you wonder, looking back, like, why were you so adamant
Hmm.
about taking them down? Like, what was really going on?
Yeah.
Makes you wonder.
Because if you go back, if you go back and check the history, you'll be like, yeah, like I'll be the same thing too.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I remember when
Yeah.
all of that drama went down. Because you remember Ja Rule was at the top of his game.
Uh-huh.
As soon as 50 came in and wreck shop, it was like Ja Rule who? Like
Yeah.
it was like, but he was on them, and I was just like, this cannot just be simply because of the way Ja Rule and them made it seem like that Irv and Ja, they were saying that 50 was just jealous of them. I was like, this seems to be much deeper. Because at that point,
Mhm.
what did 50 have to be jealous for? He had Dr. Dre and he had the hottest album. And I think that album sold more than Ja Rule albums.
Yeah.
So, like, at that
Mhm.
point, what did he have to be jealous for? Both of you guys are from Queens. You know what I'm saying? Damn near from the same neighborhood. To me, it had to be way deeper. And he damn sure destroyed their asses. He sure
Yeah.
the hell did. Like I mean, the feds also did as well. But at the same
Yeah.
time, they've never been able to really get back to where they were. At one
Mhm.
point, Irv and Ja Rule and Ashanti, that whole crew, they were untouchable
Mhm.
for a couple of years. They ran
Mhm.
everything. So,
He
but
don't even for example, there's another person he don't like. He don't like Lil Kim.
well, I'm trying to figure
Yeah.
that out. See, and this is where I can't rock with
Yeah.
50 Cent because 50 Cent talked about Little Kim's child. And I was like, that baby
Oh,
don't have
yeah, yeah, yeah,
nothing. So that's
yeah.
why I say I have a love-hate relationship with 50. I feel
Mhm.
like Curtis Jackson is that sweet, quiet guy who's a very smart businessman, but 50 Cent is like his alter ego who will literally just go after. Like he talked about the baby, like that child ain't got nothing to do with your beef with Little Kim, like nothing to do with
Yeah.
your beef with Little Kim.
And
But he gets petty that way to where it's almost like, come on now, 50. But he
yeah.
when he does speak truth to power about certain people in the industry, no one has ever said that he's lied. No one has ever even challenged him
Mhm.
either. None of these people have ever come back and really challenged him. Even when they questioned Diddy at the Breakfast Club, when they questioned him about what 50 said, if you really look at that, you guys go back to that interview that they did with Diddy when they questioned what 50 said about him. Diddy looked
Yeah.
nervous as hell, like he didn't know what they were about to ask him. He looked like he was like, what are they about to ask me? Let me just
Mhm.
say I'm spreading love or whatever. He looked nervous, like he didn't know
Oh,
what was gonna
yeah.
happen.
I think I get he's scared of 50,
I think he is
yeah.
too.
Cause he knows 50's like he knows he knows he's about that life and he knows your secrets.
Yeah, like Cat
Yeah.
Williams.
Yeah.
Cat Williams said, I know a lot of secrets. He said that's why when he
Mhm.
comes into the room, heads go down.
Mhm.
So I think he was kind of nervous, and I think a lot of people don't necessarily say anything about 50 because 50 will air it out.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm waiting for a Misa interview. I'm waiting for a 50 Cent interview.
50 Cent interview. Is there someone else too? Or like just both
I
of
would
them?
say those two are, at least when it comes to this
Mm.
Diddy situation. I
Mm.
am definitely Misa. To me, I'm looking more for Misa because Misa, that she definitely knows the ins and outs when it comes to Diddy. Misa for sure. But as far as expose the industry stuff, I wouldn't be shocked if 50 Cent does an interview. I wouldn't be shocked. I
Mhm.
wouldn't be shocked, and I'll be here for it. I'll be probably more excited for a 50 Cent interview than a Cat Williams interview.
Mm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because 50, he definitely, because when you think about it, Cat exposed a lot, but he really exposed a lot in the comedy world. 50 will expose a lot in the hip hop world.
Mhm.
That and he will expose a lot in the hip hop world, which we really haven't had anyone bold enough
Mhm.
to expose the hip hop world who was actually in hip hop. We have heard about females exposing people in the hip hop industry, but not an actual rap artist who was at the top of his game, multi-platinum
Mhm.
albums, and literally exposing people in the industry.
Y'all remember when y'all were saying Ye was going crazy on the drink chaps? Now look now. You're not looking crazy now.
Yeah, yeah.
He's been
But
he said
only thing about it is Kanye's delivery.
yeah,
That's the issue with people when it comes to
yeah.
Kanye is his delivery and his timing and how that's the thing. But 50 Cent, I think people will be waiting for 50 Cent. 50
Yeah.
Cent, they will want to sit down and talk to him for
Mhm.
sure. For
And
sure.
and it needs to be like on a like a platform where like they'll let him speak. It can't be on like like a drink champs or like it has to be
Yeah,
like
no, because they talk too much. It would be like a
yeah,
club. It could be a club Shay Shay, or it can be,
yeah,
or hell, he can do his own interview. He could really have someone
yeah,
interview him, or he could just start talking and going. Like it
yeah.
won't matter. 50 Cent he's a storyteller. He knows how to tell a good story.
Mhm.
Even when it's true, of course, he knows how to tell a good story. I mean, he's a rapper.
Yeah,
That's what he does for a living.
and he got good books too. He got the 50th Law, and he got Hustle Smarter, and yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah, so definitely. But
mhm.
with that being said, I appreciate you, Jay, for coming up. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I had time today, so yeah.
Yes, yes, I
Yeah.
appreciate you. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna
Thank
wrap
you.
this up.
All
We
right.
definitely we will be back to discuss this
Okay.
more because it's not over. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
over.
not over. It's gonna continue. It's March, April, May, June. It's gonna get crazy. So
Yeah, it is.
yeah,
This whole year is going to be crazy. But
yeah,
like I said, I'm
uh,
ready for the shift. I'm ready for evil people to be exposed and good people to actually be
yeah,
able to have longevity in whatever career they choose. To have
yeah.
like we need to start seeing that good people can actually be successful in this world because for a very
Mhm.
long time we've seen a lot of people who are evil. We've heard about the evil things that they do, and they have continued to be untouchable. So I'm ready for that shift.
Mhm.
Good people need to be able to prevail once again.
Yeah.
Like
And
Cat Williams said, it's God's side and the other side.
yeah.
So I'm here for
And and don't think I'm gonna say this too. Don't think it's just him that's gonna get exposed. It's not just gonna be Brother Love. It's gonna be other people get actors, not just actors.
it.
It might be
Everybody.
even basketball players too. So
Whew.
with
Yeah.
allegedly using basketball players allegedly using PEDs. Allegedly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, on that note, I appreciate you, Jay. You have a wonderful evening. You can definitely, of course,
Uh,
stay in the chat, but I'm gonna wrap this
mhm.
up.
All right,
But
thank
yeah,
you.
we
All
shall
right.
definitely see. But appreciate you coming up.
All right. All right, peace.
All
Have a
right.
good night. All right.
Now you too. You
All
too.
right.
All right, y'all. Well, another good live. You guys make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. This is gonna be interesting. And I love to hear so many people, either from a legal perspective or just a spiritual perspective, give their opinions on this situation when it comes to Diddy and other people as well. So we're just going to have to sit back and watch this unfold. But I'm ready for people to bring truth to power. And I think more people need to be honest and just make sure that they expose it. Because how do you stop these people unless you expose who the hell they really are behind the scenes? And so I'm hoping Misa, like she actually would hear my channel, but hey, you never know. Misa, come on, sis. I think you need to, be out there and let us know what's going on here, especially if your son has gotten caught up in this nonsense. That would be so unfortunate. And I hope that is not the case. But the fact that his name is coming up, none of the other kids are coming up. It's only his name. And that's scary, you guys. That is definitely scary. Let me see what you guys are saying. Hell yeah, he got good books. I wonder what might happen on April 25th. Child, this is going to be something. Thank you, Jay. It was a pretty good live. A pretty good live. 4/8. We have a solar eclipse. Be safe. What? Really? Child, you would be knowing. Like, what? Things also happen before Easter. Look out too. Oh yeah. Yeah, before Resurrection Sunday, child. You know what, though? I truly think for those, again, and everybody on here may not believe in God, I believe in God. I think God is really showing out and letting people know he's tired of it, and he's letting people know who the real and only truly living God is. I think God is like, I'm tired of people making a mockery of me, making a mockery of everything, so I'm about to expose it all. Like, I think he's over it at this point. So, like Cat Williams said, it's God's side or the other side. And you need to make sure what side you on in this situation. Because when you really think about it, all of this exposing that's going on, doesn't it feel quite spiritual? It does feel spiritual. It feels like a spiritual force is making sure that this stuff is being put out there. But that's just my feelings because I'm an empath. And I feel there are some spiritual forces putting stuff out there, exposing a lot of people that wouldn't otherwise be exposed. And that's from the politics, the political side, to the entertainment side, teachers, almost every profession to a certain extent is being exposed at this point in 2024. And like I said, I'm here for it. All evil needs to be exposed. And we really need to get a good shift in our world and let good people be able to reign and prevail and truly, just be good people and want to lift other people up. Like Cat Williams said, you're no good if you're not willing to help other people and help other people, get into better positions. That's what you're supposed to do. And I think all of these people who were selfish and willing to screw people over to lift themselves up, they're now being exposed. That's not the way God operates. We really are supposed to be there to support each other and lift each other up. That's what the way it's supposed to be done. And hopefully now those type of people like a Cat Williams, we have more Cat Williams that come out and they can be successful and not be pushed down by these alleged gatekeepers. But on that note, with that being said, you guys, thank you for coming to this live. I hope you sincerely enjoyed yourself with me rambling on. I hope you enjoyed the panel. This is deep, you guys, and we're just going to have to wait and see what's going to unfold. Are we going to see Diddy in handcuffs? Are we going to see more people in handcuffs? If he is in handcuffs, is he going to start snitching? Because I'm sorry, I don't see a Diddy in jail. I just don't. I don't see him willing to do that. So if they do put him in handcuffs, who's next? Who's next? With that being said, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on my next video. Toodles.